Hello, 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 it's Daisyequine. So my boyfriend got a new camera today and I literally stole it straight away and thought I would do a video of me grooming, tacking up, and there'll be some riding clips in there too. So I hope you enjoyed the video and shout out to Callum for the camera. So this is Quiz in his new rug. He lives out at the moment. We try and keep him out for as much of the year as we can because he doesn't really like living in, and he rubs his tail out and his mane, which is why he's hogged. I haven't actually been down in a couple of days because I was away in Amsterdam, so I was quite impressed that he hadn't ripped his rug. This is what I'd normally do. I'd bring him in and tie him up. So first things first, I would take off his rug and check that his weight's alright. He has a medium weight at the moment because he's quite fine and he is living out and it's getting a bit colder. He also has on a pair of overreach boots, and this is just because he likes to pull shoes off and normally he does it before a show, so this just stops it from happening. So the first thing I would do is get all the mud and hair off of his legs, saddle area, his neck and his head too. He actually wasn't very muddy today, which is unlike him, so I was quite impressed with that. Most importantly is to get the saddle area clean because obviously that's where your tack's going to go. Oh, here Kane literally sat right in front of the camera and ruined my clips. I always pick out his feet. It's super important, especially that he lives out. I have to make sure that I get all the stones out, and he also has a little bit of thrush, so I spray that with some purple spray. I also use some Kevin Bacon hoof oil because his hoofs crack. Hashtag not sponsored, hashtag wish it was. So I don't really brush his tail that much, only for going to a show or I just did it for this video, but I spray in some 5-star detangler and then just brush it through. His tail's quite thin, so yeah, I wouldn't really brush it unless there was a special occasion. Then I'd finish off by just brushing his face with a soft brush because he is quite sensitive. And he always wears boots, whether we're jumping or just doing flat work. He has tendon boots and fetlock boots, and we also put some overreach boots on him. So for tack, he just has a blue pad and a gel half pad as well. His saddle is a brown leather Pessoa saddle. It looks orange, I don't know why, but it's definitely brown. And he has a brown stud girth. And he does have a normal girth just for riding every day, but I couldn't find it, so I just put this one on. I also stretch his legs just so it stops any skin getting caught in the girth. His bridle, he normally has a snaffle, but we jump in a pelham and I just couldn't be bothered to change it, so I ride in the pelham. He doesn't normally need it, but for jumping he does get quite strong, so he has to have the pelham on for that. His saddle is a jumping saddle. We do have a dressage one, but I just prefer riding in the jumping saddle. I do the girth up gradually as well, so I'll do it up a hole every couple of minutes, just so it's not all at once that the girth's being done up.
Come on.
So here we are in the school. We try to ride in the fields as much as we can during the summer, just because it's a nice change for them, but if the ground's bad then we come in the school. I would usually ride for about half an hour. He gets bored quite easily of schooling, so I change it up a lot, do a lot of different transitions, counter canter, leg yielding, different dressage tests just to make it a little bit more interesting. His schooling isn't 100%, but a lot of it is me having to learn to ride him because he's very sensitive, very forward and quite hot-headed. I'll have to learn how to get used to that, but it will just take some time. He is a very talented horse and he has done some dressage in the past. I would like to do some combine trainings later this year, so obviously we'll have to crack on with our flat work and get to a good standard so that I can take him out. I would school or hack about 4 times a week, and then I'd jump every other week just so he doesn't get bored. I think that's about it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and check out the links in my bio. See you later.